Hi Nick, I'm Ashley and I'm going to walk you through today's session. As I previously mentioned via email, I'm currently working on a grad school project focusing on redesigning Spotify for musicians. The test session will be recorded and the results will be shared in a classroom setting. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
I'd first like to thank you for taking the time to speak with me. I appreciate your feedback and it will help me figure out if my design works as intended. I don't expect this will take longer than 10 minutes. Does that still work for you?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Let me know if you need to stop or take a break at any time during the session.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to go over with how this will work. During your session, I'll start with asking you a few questions around your work. Then I'll ask you to share your screen and accomplish a few tasks using the project.
Okay.
Don't worry, there are no wrong answers. In fact, there's literally no way for you to make a mistake during this. As you use the project, I'll ask you to think aloud as much as possible. What I mean by this is describing what you see, what you're looking for, and what you're trying to do, or anything else that comes to mind. This kind of information is super valuable for me, so don't be afraid to share your thoughts. You won't hurt my feelings, I promise. I'm looking for your honest reactions. And before we get going, I just want to ask, do you have any questions for me at this time?
I do not.
Okay, great. Before we open the project, I'd like to know a little bit more about you. What do you do for work? What does that kind of work entail on a daily basis?
I fix wrecked cars. I take them apart. I fix stuff that's damaged and I put them back together.
Does your work require any specific training or preparation?
It's pretty much on the job training, but it takes about 10 years to learn how to do it.
When you're working, what motivates you and what are your goals when you're doing your work?
Mm, I like to do stuff really, really nice and I like to make money.
Awesome. Thanks so much for that bit of information. Now we can get to the fun stuff. The first thing I would like you to do is to share your screen on this video call and make sure to close any personal information before sharing the screen. Great. Now, before we open the app, I want to give you a start. So this is who you are. You are an independent musician and you are looking to self-promote on Spotify to be better. So this
Mhm.
front picture, this top picture is you. This is your profile picture. And these five are some of your album covers. And when you feel like you're very familiar with these images and you feel like you can identify with this person as being this person to use the app, you can open the app.
Okay.
Great. Um, Now that we've just opened it, I want to know what your basic first impressions are.
What am I looking at? Where
This,
would I see the screen in the process of using the app?
this is your first open of the screen. Feel free to click around a little bit if you want to as well.
So I've opened Spotify and this is what I see, or do I need to press get started to look around, or
You can feel free to click anything on the screen that you see right now.
nothing is clickable except for get started?
I don't think that's true, but you can feel free to click get started.
Oh, I guess there's 5 dots down there.
Feel free to speak a lot about what you're seeing or any thoughts or opinions you might have or
This is a sales pitch that an artist might see that would want them to sign up for a service that they would pay for to be promoted.
why don't you go ahead and click get started and see what happens from there. Okay, for now, just continue with an existing account. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Sorry, continue with Facebook here.
Sure.
So use existing profile.
Great. So now you've reached your homepage of your login for Spotify. I'm going to give you a couple of scenarios, and I'd like you to try these scenarios out. And don't forget to think aloud during your process.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like I said, imagine you're this independent artist and you are looking to learn more about your audience. You want to
Hmm.
see who your listeners are listening to other than you and see how you can reach listeners of other musicians by associating as a like artist.
Yeah.
Using this app, how might you do that?
So I don't see anything to do that. Listeners who like your music also like that. That is there. Sure.
So now you want to associate yourself as a like musician.
Yes. That is something I would very much like to do. So I click this associate button. Okay.
Okay, cool. So can you kind of walk me through what you just did?
Uh, well, it gave me an option to see other artists who are liked by people who like me, and then I clicked on other artists. There was an option to associate with that artist. Yes.
Cool. Okay. Um, Thank you so much. So now, say you want to create, you have your own playlist that you want to curate to share with your fans of music that you like and music that inspires you. How
Hmm.
might you go about editing that playlist?
Mm, I want to make a new playlist.
You have one playlist attached to your profile that's your curated playlist that you can share with your fans, and you want to edit that playlist.
Is there somewhere else in my profile that I can go?
This is your homepage. Maybe
Okay.
you could try finding your profile.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Now you want to add a new track to it.
Sure. Yeah,
Great.
that's simple enough. Okay.
Can you tell me kind of what were you thinking during that time? Like what did
Oh,
you
I just hadn't realized that I had a larger function, but once I did, it was pretty simple. I could sort out, I see that I'm sorting out all my music over here and add a new track. Yeah, that's wonderful.
can you please navigate back to your homepage?
Hmm.
Okay. Great. Now for the last couple tasks, where would you go to upload your new album?
No, not there. It's right here. Right here.
Awesome. And now say you want to look at um, where can you find information such as popularity streams and other for your currently released music?
Right here.
There's some right there. Do you think there's another place you can find it as well?
Probably. Well, there's the trending songs. There's no further information in there.
So you wanted like deeper metrics on your existing albums.
Existing albums. Are these started? Yeah.
There, awesome. Um, Great. Now that's all the tasks for now. I was hoping to circle back on some of your struggling earlier, and maybe you could talk to me a little bit more about um, what you were seeing and if anything was confusing or anything you might want to say.
Let's see. I really like this. I like this. One thing I'd like to see would be it's I does is there so if you're an artist, is this to assume that that nothing is promoted, that there's no commercial aspect to this?
Correct. This is
Okay.
a service that you would sign up for.
Okay. This is just if you're putting your music out there and you want to see exactly how it's doing
You
on
want
the
to promote yourself better.
Sure. I like it. I like it a lot. Sure.
Great. Well, again, I want to thank you so much for your time. But before I let you go, I want to see if you have any more questions for me.
Mm, no, I don't.
Great.
Thank,
Have a wonderful day, and thank you again for your time.
yeah, thank you.